Hey everybody, my name is Sagan Robinson, and I did my literature review on how music affects the workplace. So I'll start off by talking about different jobs that implement music into what they do, such as surgeons listen to music while they perform surgery, just stuff like that. And then I go into talking about how music can affect you in different ways, such as I describe, just to give a little bit of background information, like what a major key is, what a minor key is. Major keys exhibit good feelings and happiness, while minor keys are usually more associated with sadness and stuff like that. Just to give it a little bit of, you know, background information about what I'm going to talk about. And so I start off by talking about background and foreground music in like a retail or a restaurant setting. And so what that is, background music is usually just like instruments, where foreground music is just music, lyrics, artists, the whole nine yards. And research was conducted back in like the 90s, early 2000s about how this affects sales, how this affects, the shopper's behavior. And from what I can gather, it is pretty positive. Retail settings that played music in them, they had customers stay for longer. They had customers spend more money while they were in the shop. And that's because of, if you hear a song that you like, whether you realize it or not, your brain kind of makes an association with the store that you heard it in. And basically you think highly of it, you'll probably go back there more, or you'll be likely to go back there more and spend more money. So I talk about all that, all the statistics and stuff that go into that. Same thing with restaurants. Restaurants that play classical music tend to have more expensive food, but you don't even realize it, and you're okay with paying for it, which is kind of weird. But yeah, talk about that. I go into jingles that companies make and stuff. I use an example of just, a jingle that everybody knows. Then I go into how music affects like a desk job or an office. So this is a little bit different because it's not really background music, you're choosing to listen to it. And, I go into detail about that, about how employees have boosted morale when listening to music, the general effectiveness of their work and the quality of their work went up whenever music was being played. And yeah, that's basically the the main talking points. There's also disadvantages to playing music too. It can be a distraction for some that aren't good at multitasking. It can, agitate people. Some people just don't like listening to music, and that's fine. But overall, I feel like, the pros outweigh the cons. And thank you.